it's Jackie. Welcome back to our channel today. Actually, you got me in front of the camera and George is behind the camera. Hi, there's his fingers. He's filming me today. Okay, we are setting up for our open house in Williamsburg, and it got me thinking as we were setting up here. This seller in particular is staying in Florida, but I started to think, are a lot of people moving to or moving away from Florida? So of course, you know me, I love my research, and I did a little digging, and I found the top 10 states that people are fleeing from, they are moving out of. I'm gonna reveal that list to you, but before I do, I'd like to ask a favor for you to drop your comment down below and let me know what you think is the #1 state that people are leaving, okay? Then when you see it at the end, you'll know if you're right. So let's get started. Okay. Before I begin, I just have to show you the seller's dog. So cute. He's got a bow tie on today for today's open house. Look at him. This is Uno. Hi, Uno. Oh, look at him. He's actually a mutt, but we don't like to call him a mutt because he's more terrier than mutt. The seller actually has all his dogs named after games. And when we told our daughters that, they said, oh, did he have a pet named Scrabble? Which the seller loved that idea, so his next dog will be named Scrabble. But say, hi, Uno. Hi, buy my house, but I'm not included. Hi, buy this great house, but you don't get me. Okay. Now, the 10th state that people are moving from is Wisconsin. About 10,000 families moved out of the state then moved in last year. Of course, the pandemic is to blame, but also a lot of the people did not like the graduated income tax, which can be as high as 7.65%. Ouch, you know, that's gotta hurt. A lot of people also wanted to be closer to family, and you know they're gonna complain about the weather. They didn't like the weather, so they booked on out of there.
And the Green Bay Packers are there, and being a Bears fan, we know we don't like the Packers.
I don't like the Packers, apparently.
You're a Bears fan, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Say I'm a Bears fan.
I'm a Bears fan.
Go Bears.
The Bears. All right, #9 is Michigan. Michigan lost almost 11,000 households last year, and many of those people were leaving for family reasons. We want to be closer to family again, retirement, and also the younger generations felt like they can get more money by moving to one of the existing states nearby. So they just packed up and they left out of town. But George, he was a little bit surprised that Michigan was on that list, weren't you, George?
Yeah, the UP of Michigan, the Upper Peninsula, is absolutely beautiful. Michigan's a gorgeous state. But I get it, you know, I mean, for economic reasons and for the other reasons you stated, I understand where they're moving. I love Michigan. And they're not Bears fans, or they're not Green Bay Packer fans, so they're even closer to my heart.
There you go. All right, I gotta just show you the hardwood floors that the seller upgraded in this house. He did this right after he moved in. Gleaming hardwood floors throughout, even in the kitchen. It's not often that you see hardwood floors in the kitchen, but this seller did this. All right, back now to our topic. #8 is Indiana. Like 12,000 people moved out last year that moved in, and the #1 reason was the lower than average pay. Now that is despite Indiana's low cost of living, which is about 10% lower than the national average. People were still moving out of there. Another factor is they tax retirement income. So you had that age group saying, I don't want my income, my retirement income being taxed. So they picked up and left the state as well. By the way, here's a little fun fact for you. My first television job was in Terre Haute, Indiana, in the Wabash Valley. I kind of liked it there. I got to experience one snowy season, busted my butt walking out looking at that snow. I thought it was so beautiful. But that was it. Spent 22 months in Terre Haute, Indiana, and then I went back to my hometown in Miami. All right.
What's your favorite Christmas story ever?
A Christmas Story,
and
where the line stretched from here all the way to Terre Haute. Is it Colorado or Colorado? What is it? Is it Colorado or Colorado?
Colorado.
Colorado? Okay, I don't know. If you know how to pronounce it correctly, just let me know down below because I'm always like Colorado, Colorado. Either way, it's #7 on the list. Colorado had more than 12,000 families move out of the state. Now they're saying a portion of it is because the swing in politics, don't come at me now, this is not me spewing this information, it's what the research has shown. Colorado has become more left, and so you have a lot of the right-wingers, Republicans, moving out and going to Arizona. Also, they're claiming the increasing cost of living, the unaffordable housing there, congestion, and crime as the reasons they are moving out of Colorado. Before I tell you the number 6 state that people are fleeing from, let me give you a little seller's advice. If you add square footage to your home, you're gonna pump up that value. Take a look at this one, and this is a telltale sign, by the way. Back here, Georgie. When you can tell if the exterior has been added. See how thick these walls are? Well, this is where the house originally stopped, and the previous owner added this entire area here. It's what, like 200 square feet more? 400 or 500 square feet more. It wraps all the way around, and it's kind of unique in this Williamsburg community because a lot of the homes here are really no more than 1,800 square feet. So this one coming in at 2,300 square feet, we were able to bring up that home value for the seller. Actually, they did it, but we're able to find the comparables for it. All right, now going back to number 6, it is Washington State. More than 13,000 families moved out of that state last year. A lot of them are citing the cost of living increase, and they can just move to Idaho or Oregon. They can move there for more affordable housing. Number 5 is Massachusetts. And that for me was really like mind-blowing because we've been to Massachusetts. It is phenomenal there. You can't beat the lobster there, but people are leaving in droves. All right, I'm not gonna say droves. I may have exaggerated a little bit on that, but more than 15,000 families moved out of that state last year. And a lot of them were saying they wanted better employment opportunities and also to be closer to family. And they found a more suburban lifestyle, which is what they wanted in the neighboring states. Again, I don't understand why anyone would want to leave Massachusetts. It's a wicked cool city. It's a wicked cool state. I'm thinking of Boston. It's wicked cool. I love it there, but I didn't make up that list. Number 4 is Pennsylvania, and this one is kind of heart-wrenching because more than 18,000 families moved out of the state, all as a result of the pandemic. A lot of job losses there. They weren't able to find employment there, so they had to move to nearby states to get a job and also for a more affordable and lower cost of living. And actually, the state's weather also factored into that as well, with a lot of the residents leaving for a warmer climate. Okay, so number 3 is George's hometown state of Illinois. And again, we find that to be a fantastic state. We've been to Chicago, but as you can imagine, all the crime and everything, that's the number 1 reason why people are fleeing that state. Of course, they're looking for more affordable housing too and a warmer climate. But Chicago is fantastic. Don't you miss it, George?
I do. I love Chicago. I love everything about it. I grew up there.
Yeah, I grew up there. And we have a picture of us trying to hold up that, what's that bean thingy called? That big silver bean thingy in some park? What's it called?
The bean.
Is it really called the bean?
The bean.
Okay, well, the bean. So we have like pictures of, especially a really great one of George holding up the bean. Fantastic state, but they're leaving in droves. I'm just going to move over to a new couch to tell you about number 2. What do you think number 2 is, George?
I know.
Do you know?
I do.
What is it?
Well, I know what number 1 is, so I have to figure number 2, New York.
Yes, number 2 is New York. More than 75,000 families left New York. Of course, they're complaining about the number 1 thing is they're increasing state, local, and federal taxes. And with the banking industry and other industries, as a result of the pandemic, people figured out that they can work from home and they can log onto the computers and get their work done. So they were leaving the state for more affordable housing to be closer to family members and just log on and earn their income. All right, so now we're at number 1. Did you guess the correct answer? I'm gonna look down below and see if you got it right. George got it right. The number 1 state is, drumroll, California. Shocker. More than 100,000 people left that state. Of course, the thing they most complained about is the cost of living, the affordability. The price of a home just in May of 2023, the median price was $836,000. Compare that to the median price of a home in Florida, $410,000. So it's twice as expensive to live there. Of course, other people were complaining about politics in that state and the threat of wildfires. So they're just moving out. Where are they going? A lot of those residents are choosing to move to Texas.
You should do a video on
Video
where
what?
everybody's going.
I should do a video on where everyone's going. All right, so
Well, how about this? If people subscribe because they like this kind of content, they'll get notified of that video, which we'll do next.
I like that even better. So if you subscribe, you'll get notified of the video that we're going to do, the top 10 states that people are moving to. I love it. Thank you, George, for giving me that topic. And thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to get ready for our open house now. Wish us luck, but I'm pretty sure this house is beautiful. We're going to get her sold. Have a great day. Bye.